I have a little bit of trouble with the some of those scenes. That's one thing that freaks me out is the whole prison aspect really freaks me out.
Really? I will say this: like that show took like maybe 8 or 9 episodes before I really said, "Okay, let's watch the next one." Before it literally took 9 times of sitting down and just watching one episode and be like, "Yeah, I'm good for tonight." And then something happened later in that season. We're like, all right, we gotta watch one more. And then you started to binge watch, but it really took a long time to get to that point. But the reason I brought it up wasn't there an actress in Deep Space Nine that's red? Isn't that the same woman in Orange Is the
yeah.
She has not aged well at all, but.
No, I know who you're talking about. That woman with like the kind of like thing on her head, the brown shit on her head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. God, I can't think of what her name is in Deep Space Nine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's in that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's the same chick.
I'm so old, I remember her from Cheers when she was the politician that Sam dated, but that's just me. I'll show my age there.
Another show, have you gotten into Prison Break at all?
The first season I was all about. And then I didn't watch the second season. I think I just kind of psychologically boycotted it because I'm just like, okay, they're out of prison. That's the whole show. But then everyone told me that season 2 is actually pretty good, but I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I watched it. I got into my phase of just watching the entire show as fast as I can. It's 4 seasons, not too long, and the plot. This is the problem with network shows, is they sign on for 22 episode seasons, and it's like, okay, it drags. Like there's a point where it just starts to drag in the middle, and with those shows, it's important to have good actors, because if you have a plot that drags and you have terrible actors, it's not good. But this show has good actors, so I was able to, pull through those. And there was times where it's like, okay, could this episode just get over so we can get to the point where we want to be? But overall, great show. Yes, they break out of prison in season 1, but there's a lot more to the plot. And there is actually a second Prison Break, believe it or not.
Well, now I have to watch.
Yeah, so there you go.
Not to mention the whole concept is based on a Prison Break based on the blueprints tattooed into somebody's body.
Yeah, it's pretty. Which made me think. I was going to tweet this, but I didn't know how many people would understand it or think it was funny. But I thought with, how Colin Kaepernick, he has like those Bible verses all over his body.
Yeah.
I'm kind of wondering if those are actually the 49ers playbook tattooed all over his body and only he can read it. So like whenever they send him out with a play, he's already got it tattooed on his arms like Michael Schofield.
Not with the way he's played the last couple of games.
No, probably not. But yeah, that's always been an interest of mine since I watched Prison Break.
Actually, I shouldn't pick on him. He did complete 29 of 37 for 245 today with no interception. So I shouldn't say anything. But
oh man, well, we're gonna go ahead and take a break here. We'll talk some more. Well, I don't know what the hell we're going to talk about, because that last segment we were supposed to talk about football.
Yeah,
we got derailed to 24, which I'm not complaining. That's a good topic to get derailed by. But feel free to call in at 585-633-7487, and you're listening to the Bob Sullivan Show on LateNightSportsRadio.com.
right now. Lay your body down next to mine. You're so fine, baby, you're too fine. After he goes to bed, remember what we said. We gonna do this right, right. This is how it's always supposed to be. I need you endlessly. We gonna go all night. Tumble to the ground underneath the stars, underneath the stars. Yeah, come out of the house. Yeah, come out of the house.
Who the hell can wait till morning? Talk now at latenightsportsradio.com.
That's the Bob Sullivan Show here on latenightsportsradio.com. Feel free to call in 585-633-7487. And the number is 585-633-7487. Welcome back. And how you doing, Keith?
I'm great. How the Cardinals doing?
I don't know. I haven't really. They lost 7-2, I believe. So not good.
You're you should make like a cold phone call to your partner there and just see how hard he's crying.
Yeah, I might send a text here in a bit. It's been about 35 minutes, so I think I should be in the clear. I've made that mistake too many times before, where it's sending a text too soon after a game or whatnot. I'm not a big fan of those people that let those games wear on you, especially when the teams that you root for are very rarely bad.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, like, if it's, the Knicks game will get to me from time to time, but I don't let it, I don't let a game in mid-May ruin his life as a Cardinals fan. And then that's just pathetic.
I have a fantastic story about one of my friends, which may or may not make any sense, but he's the same way. He used to game number 2 of the baseball season, he was all about, well, how could the Mets blow this? We're both Mets fans. So it's like literally, I'm not exaggerating. Like game number 5 of the season. This is back in like 94, 95. The Mets are playing the Expos, and they lose it, and he's just swearing. His father is sitting on their porch, and so he walks out with another one of my friends, and his dad starts getting in his junk about his vocabulary. He like talking like that, and my friend turns around to his dad and goes, "Suck my effer." And there you have it. Where do you go? Where do you go from there? The guy's 18 years old talking to his dad like that. Like, I'm gonna go. Have a nice day.
Oh, good. That's pretty good stuff. Well, today in the NFL, you had 2 quarterbacks that made catches. One was Dalton, one was Johnny Manziel. One counted, one didn't. And it was Johnny Manziel's that didn't count. What do you as far as the NFL goes, could ESPN have creamed more for a Johnny Manziel play, or are we lucky that play didn't count because we'd be talking about Johnny Manziel 24/7 for the next week?
Be thanking ourselves that play did not win the game.
Oh yeah,
like, seriously, honestly, I mean, illegal. It's fun to watch. Whatever. He's a great athlete, but like the zombies at ESPN, seriously, would not have been able to contain their excitement or their bodily fluids had that happened.
Yeah, it's it actually. I don't know what would have been more unbearable, that or another domestic abuse. I mean, so to speak, it would have been better, in society that Johnny Manziel, but having ESPN be able to talk about that for another week, it's just terrible. ESPN is unwatchable anymore. And the sad thing is Fox Sports 1 has come out, NBC Sports. There's not a better alternative. That's the sad thing.
No, there's no more talking sports. It's always about what sports means to society. No, I want to know who's going to win the damn game.
Yes.
And I want to talk about how stupid the cornerback for Tennessee was, and not knocking the living crap out of Andy Dalton when he tried to catch that pass, and instead of letting him waltz into the end zone like he's the second coming of Johnny Manziel. I'm just kidding. I did that on purpose, but.
Well, of the games today, which one were you most intrigued by going in, and which one disappointed you the most today?
Well, I was really disappointed, and I should have known better. I was really disappointed by the Dallas Cowboys falling in as big a deficit to the St. Louis Rams as they did, and they eventually came back and won. But I'm sorry. We all knew the Cowboys' defense was going to be bad, but you're giving up 31 points to Taylor Austin and the St. Louis Rams. I just have, I know Dallas was going to be bad, but St. Louis, that was a game they should have won. The game I was most intrigued about, Seattle-Denver. I mean, just because it was a rematch, and I wanted to believe it couldn't possibly be as bad as the Super Bowl was. And we were right. Denver's defense, for the most part, made a statement. Wasn't enough. They didn't show up early enough. But they did what they had to do. And that touchdown pass from Peyton Manning to Jacob Tamme to tie the game as time expired, you really shake your head and you're like, how does that happen? Here we go.
Yeah,
my board is acting up. Peyton Manning has been throwing to Jacob Tamme for like 10 years now. He's the only reason Jacob Tamme is still in the league.
Yeah. I mean, you look at guys like Dallas Clark and Ben Uteck. As soon as they leave Peyton Manning, they're pretty much useless. And Tamme, he was the smart one. Continuing on to Denver to meet up with Manning.
Yeah, he knew what side his bread was buttered on, so he just followed the $1 million paycheck there.